What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with another qualifier for the Boit's Backyard Bash Free-for-All Bonanza. We're on the map Tiny. We're on the map Tiny. We can almost see every single player in our screen here. Let's have a quick look. We've got British Zeus here as player one. Up here, we've got Nulra as the Zeus player in the corner. He's going to be happy about that one there. JC in the corner here playing as Noir. Over here, we got Wolf Kovacs playing as Freya. In the top corner, we got Darth Knox playing as Gaia. Over here, we got Spring Plums playing as Loki. Got to be careful of that king, though. Over here, we got Moose playing as Isis. Down on the bottom, we got Juicy Cookie playing as Shenong. We got Thanik over here as player 11, red color, playing as Kronos. We got Gerbot over here playing as Zeus, and we got Snuz Macaron playing as Hades, and finally Vekuni playing as Ra, as we've already got the shenanigans on the way as JC drops his big bowl of wall straight down. But Nulra already on the case here. He sent the Minotaur in. He's building the Deuterinos, trying to distinguish this, trying to get a little bit more space. The machine workshops going up all over the place as JC, it looks like he's got himself a very, very nice little opening cooking up for him. Meanwhile, over here, we do have Juicy Cookie. He is getting his own little earth wall. Nulra's going to have his work cut out for him here as the sentry tower is coming in. I think Nulra is going to be very, very unhappy about what's happening over here. Meanwhile, on this side, Wolf Kovacs, he is actually inside of the earth wall right now, as we will be seeing the walls slowly getting taken down. Now remember, these are Zeus hoplites. As he's trying to break these down, towers are just going to come up everywhere. This new Noir god absolutely bonkers at the moment as the hoplite's going to break through. We see the bolt down onto that one, trying to break through one watchtower. Will take him quite some time there, but lots and lots of dudes. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map here, we do have some behemoths from Thanik moving in to take this out. Over onto this side, over onto this side, we've got the big fat locust to try and take out British Zeus's villages. Over here, I'm more interested in what's happening as Nulra is getting doubled to the nines right now, right in the corner. They want this corner as the towers to come through. Hoplites charging in as we see the restoration to come through. You can't let the JC Noir get going at this moment. It's going to be too difficult. Meanwhile, we've got over here for JC, he drops down the Forbidden Forest. I don't know what I can't remember what it's called. Healing Forest. And he's going to be holding this spot up onto this side. Spring Plum's just trying to get things going here. As all the units starting to amalgamate, that's a big word, into this position. Just trying to get himself out of here. Over onto this side, Moose, he's gotten himself a nice little position here, moving out. A lot of Migdol strongholds, a lot of priests here, having a good go of it. On the bottom side here, we do have a big fat pestilence to get dropped down as Snuz Karen trying to break out of his little ball over here as the towers are up, and this is absolutely terrifying as there's only really one way here for Nulra to get through, and he sees it straight on to that Citadel Center. Take the Citadel Center out, go after the king. Makes a lot of sense here. We'll see if he can break out of here, because JC has got himself a beautiful little position over here. Meanwhile, British Zeus is just going mass siege crossbows, and Vekinu is going to be in some trouble here. We do have Snus on the bottom. Unfortunately, must have lost his king somewhere here. Over onto this position. I don't know where the meteor is getting dropped, but he's dropping that meteor right in onto Juicy Cookie here to try and break through. As it does look like Nulra might be able to get himself out another fortress. Is going to be very, very important. Over onto this side as well, we've got the big wolf to come through. Huge damage in onto this spot. Going to be breaking through this one. That Imperial Academy also sitting, waiting, watching there as the fat... Oh my god. The Great Flood just erases Null-Ra's base here. He's got no houses remaining. He's got nothing left over here. That was everything sent his way. Going to try and rebuild himself back into this game. Over onto this side, the Lightning Storm onto this one. And all the buildings just getting broken through here. It looks like Vesinu is out of here as well as British Zeus is making his way through this position here. Another player out of here is Gerbot the Great. Has been cleaned up. It looks like he's lost his king as well. Thanik now in the Mythic Age as well as Null-Ra. He's doing his best rebuilding job here as JC has snuck his king into one of those guard towers for the time being. Do we see any sort of Mythic Age to come through? It looks like answer is I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. If he's in the Mythic Age, so he's got that. He's going to try and break out of here. We've got the implode over onto this side here as well, but Moose is in a really nice spot here to spam elephants, champion elephants. He is going to be able to break through a ton of stuff. He is taken out. Juicy Cookie. Juicy Cookie has got himself one ballet remaining in this one as that is going to be getting taken out, and that's going to be another position there for Moose to lay claim to as Null-Ra doing his best job to stay alive in this game. As someone who's, yep, there's Juicy Cookie now out, and Moose can now start moving over onto that side there as the Royal Elephants to come through and start taking out these bad boys, doing everything they possibly can. Meanwhile, their heavy siege crossbows pushing through onto this position, taking everything else out. And here's the problem for Null-Ra. He's still in the corner. He's a second away from revealing that king, as he needs some counter infantry units, but he's got a lot of really powerful hoplites. Another thing here is we've got the Neja in for British Zeus. That thing's scary. Lightning Storm gets dropped down, trying to take out these units here. He doesn't have a great answer for the champion archers at this moment. And not only that, Wolf Kovacs is starting to get incredibly big here, as on this backside, Darth Knox is just trying to break out of this position. Very, very challenging to make that happen. Over onto this side, we've got those War Elephants just trying to create some forward momentum here and breaking through this spot here. But Thanik has got a lot of powerful dudes. He needs to get himself out some catapulties there to hold on, as the problem for Null-Ra is he doesn't have any counter archers. Those British Zeus fire archers should do fine here. And we see another huge attack onto this position with that, what's it called, Inferno of flaming weapons to come through as well, as Null-Ra push back into his little corner here. I'm not sure he's going to be able to hold against this double. He has not made friends in this game in the slightest, as it looks like he is going to be the next one out of this game. Up onto this top side, however, Spring Plums is getting cleaned up a little bit, which could mean that Darth Knox is going to be able to make it out of here and then grab this position and be a little bit of a threat in this game. Null-Ra trying to get himself his villagers back out here as the British Zeus Deuterinos cleaning everything else up. He's got all of this position for himself. He's claimed this spot over here as well. He's got all of the ballets up. He's in a fantastic spot at the moment, as the Bellerophon out for Null-Ra, trying his best to survive here, but the Berserks, they are just going to keep flooding through for Wolf Kovacs. But then Wolf Kovacs also is going to find himself in a very similar position to Null-Ra here, where he is making no cavalry, no answer for those fire archers. They're going to be really, really powerful here. There's deconstruction to come through. Moose is looking like actually the big player at the moment. He's got a ton of elephants, a ton of chariot archers, the priests as well, to help with any sort of myth units. Those buildings here for Thanik are not going to be surviving. Thanik looks like he's going to be falling very, very shortly here, as British Zeus will be taking out Null-Ra's town center over here. That one's going to be going down. And Null-Ra's king hiding into the corner. No, it's right on the front here. Null-Ra's king is going to be out of here, as he does end up falling, not able to survive any longer after all of the pain. Meanwhile, up onto the top here, Wolf Kovacs says, all right, time to get into Spring Plums. Not going after Darth Knox here, though, is maybe a little bit of a difficult one. As the villagers getting cleaned up over there as well. We've got ourselves the Implode to come straight onto this position. There's Darth Knox going straight after Spring Plums. Taking all the towers. Everything falls. The Citadel Center is going to be next. It looks like our big man Darth Knox is going to be able to fight his way out of here. As we'll see if he can grab the next town center and start moving, because Moose is on the warpath over here. The Stampede is coming through. A town center for Thanik onto this position. He's trying to get some stuff going. He needs catapulties, but he's not able to build them for the time. But he is making some pretty powerful fanatics, but they will be getting dealt with easily by those chariot archers here. There's British Zeus. His army so gigantic. Where is Wolf Kovacs' king all the way in this position here? As the town center for Darth Knox is huge. More buildings to come down as well. But Moose is the big player. It looks like Moose. And I guess British Zeus here are the big ones. But so too is Darth Knox going to be very, very strong. That late game Egyptian is always powerful. What does he have? He's got Implode, so no access to Lampedes, but that's okay. Still going to be a big, big menace here. Wolf Kovacs as well with the Frere might be able to get to a point where he is going to be very, very difficult to kill off, as we do see the Implode to come through. Another big, fat Inferno running straight through JC's army as everything getting cleaned up there, but JC still at very high population. Huge amounts of units queued up here. He's going to be able to get those units back out in a jiffy. As Moose slowly coming through, he's got to keep claiming area, putting buildings up, all over the stuff here. Meanwhile, up onto the top here, though, now Moose has found himself in a 2v1, but he does have a huge amount of population to play with here. He's got 260 over here, 245 for JC, not JC, for British Zeus. On this side, on the top here, Darth Knox, 180 total pop, so he could deal with this. He's also going to be able to finish this one off. We are now seeing the catapults to come through. That's scary, but catapults to come in and take out this fortified town center is also equally scary, as it looks like the Fafnirs, they're coming through, but British Zeus has got a huge amount of those pioneers here, and those aren't going to be easy to take down. We haven't yet seen British Zeus tech into the fire sky, whatever they're called, lanterns, the sky lanterns with dropping bombs from the skies there. Hasn't teched into that just yet, but could go for it if he wants to. Meanwhile, Moose has cleaned up the town center. He's got to come over here and clean up the palace as well. There's still a couple of more garrisons away he can do to delay. As Moose on this upside, though, Elephant Chariot Archer, very powerful it looks like over here. As the palace to go down, any sort of ability to kill off the king. I don't know where the king is for the moment here. There, the king is there, and it looks like Thanik is now dealt with. As now there are 1, 2, 3 players left in this game. 4 players left with Wolf Kovacs also here, but Wolf Kovacs is very much stuck in between a rock and a hard place. The alliance is going strong here with Darth Knox, though, who's definitely played in to a little bit of that early game allied chat, trying to get some people on his side, but he has to beat Moose here. He's got to break through Moose, and same too on the back here. Wolf Kovacs has to break through British Zeus, but here's the thing. Does Moose go around the back here, try and break through British Zeus, and then try and 1v2 here? Or is the better move to go up and try and break through the Darth Knox? Did you make the enemy with British Zeus is the big question here. And it's looking like he is moving down here to do that. This is very, very risky, because all of a sudden everyone can just turn onto Moose. And I think that's what's happening here, as British Zeus is sort of pulled back. Wolf Kovacs is now going up here to go after Moose, and sometimes being the big player in a game is not where you want to be, as Moose is going to start getting absolutely brutalized here. And all of a sudden, this game is up for grabs all over again. Unless, I mean, Moose might just be big enough here to hold on. He's got all the space in the world. He's got a huge amount of units queued up. He can make himself units out of the barracks as well. He's going for Axemen here, but he's going to be losing a lot of stuff as we do have the Pioneers to come through. Elephants, good against Pioneers. They do have that bonus there as the town center for British Zeus will end up getting taken down, but so too are those catapults going down as well. There's a huge amount of Scorpion Men to get queued up. Moose, a little bit of panic here as this town center not going to be getting completed. We do have the British Zeus Nijar to come through and deny this town center. It's going to be pretty close. We've got a Titan Gate queued up of all things. 1,345 seconds. I don't think we're going to be seeing this game going for that long. There's the units to break through here. Those destroyers going after everything. Now let's take a quick look at this resource situation. The resources do end up expiring. 35,000 remaining over here, 73,000 over here, 47,000 over here. So there is still a decent amount of resources for all players here, but you still need to make sure you're doing the right thing. Great decision here by Moose to get into slingers, taking out those Chinese archers here, but he still has to deal with the Qinglong here. How many barracks does he have at the moment? He's got himself 13 barracks, so plenty of those. Trying to hold at the top as everyone just ganging up in a really big way. This town center on the back getting left there as a little bit of an opportunity there for Wolf Kovacs. British Zeus getting himself up a Titan Gate as well with a handful of those Qualfu there. There's more Migdol strongholds for Moose. This is going to be very, very tough for him, but he is managing to break through ever so slightly onto this side. He's got himself the Titan Gate as well. If he wants to drop it down, he's got a nice little area on this back here, but it will take him a very long time to get that one. As the Slingers trying to hold on onto this spot here, but now the very powerful Champion Tiger Cavalry are coming through, and that's going to put an end to the Slinger sort of supremacy, conquest, whatever you want to call it. Meanwhile, we've got John Wick is back, and he's here with a vengeance. He's going to be cleaning up a bunch of stuff. We do have a big fat boar to get dropped out, as it looks like Darth Knox was going after a little bit of a kill over here, leaving Moose alone, as maybe Moose and Darth Knox might be like, well, maybe we can create a little bit of an alliance here to try and deal with everyone else. We might be getting ourselves into somewhat of a 2v2 at the moment, as Moose desperately trying to hold on to this town center as the heavy axe carts to come through. Going to be cleaning buildings up very, very quickly. The fire archers as well, also impeccable at cleaning buildings. You can get yourself the bonus upgrade of burning pitch to go up to 7x versus buildings. That's insane. As the Titan for Wolf Kovacs. I don't think this is going to do a whole lot because there's so many Pioneers that can just get built. Meanwhile, we do have... Where is it? The big fat Inferno to come through. Not going to kill all too much up. It does singe a couple of elephants. As the elephant's going to try and break through here. Elephant Slinger, the army composition of choice for Moose. As he's desperately trying to hold on here. He is breaking through onto this side, though. That's the scary thing for all these other players. If Moose can just focus down British Zeus, he's going to be completely fine here. And the Titan now out for Wolf Kovacs. As we see Darth Knox going after the Citadel Center, however, Darth Knox is saying it's time to backstab ever so slightly. Where is the king? Looks like the king is over on this side for the moment. But losing that Citadel Center also hurts here. Was the Champion War Elephant going to be breaking through those axe carts and everything else? The Slingers doing great damage over here. Where's Wolf Kovacs going with the Titan? I don't... Is there... Where's the Titan? Hello? There is a Titan over here. Oh, here he is. The Titan coming through to try and deal with... Trying to deal with Darth Knox. He just is going to be heroizing all of his units to take this one out. And all of a sudden, we've got two 1v1s built up. And and it looks like British Zeus is going to be struck. British Zeus is building a wonder. British Zeus is building a wonder. He's got himself a Titan. How long does it take to build a wonder? 900 seconds? You've got to be kidding me. The axe cars to come through. Terrifying. So many slingers, however. Sniping down one hero here. As the British Zeus Titan getting some good value up onto the top, however. The Titan has been dealt with. As Darth Knox trying to hold. We got the catapults cleaning up Darth Knox as well. Moose says, I can deal with British Zeus. And I can get a little bit of damage done onto Darth Knox here as well, as we do have an implode to suck everything in here. All of a sudden, that's going to be a big pain there for our main man, Wolf Kovacs, as the resources will start getting very, very low here. Moose has dropped down in population a big way. He's trying to pump everything out, it looks like. But these Tiger Cavalry are painful. As the Titan to come in, this thing is going to clean up all the buildings incredibly fast as well. Moose struggling to get all of his units out. It's the fire archers cleaning a whole bunch of stuff up here. We've got the Titan to come sneaking through here, looking for a king kill. It is in the corner of the map. And we are now seeing some spearmen. Moose has realized, okay, got to kill off those champion Tiger Cavalry. Need the spearmen there. He does have a little bit of a bonus on the spearmen with the poisoned damage. So it might be a help for him, but he loses some houses over here as the Citadel Center. Looks like it's going to be the next port of call here. Garrisoning into the Citadel Center is a little bit of a bait, but you don't want to lose that anyways. As now British Zeus is the one actually under attack, as these players can't really decide who the big player is. Who should they go for? Who should they attack? War elephants. We've got camel riders. The Titan over here getting close to falling. These priests do they have Nebty? They don't have Nebty. Probably worthwhile grabbing that for a little bit of bonus damage, but it looks like it's not going to matter as Moose manages to clean up that Titan. How's the wonder going? 225 seconds remaining. Flaming weapons up onto this top position, but this is all of these Darth Knox fanatics who with plenty of resources in the bag. 10,000 remaining for Moose. He might be finding himself in a near lost position very, very shortly. He's going to have to start a trade route. He absolutely has to start a trade route. I don't know how else you can do anything. Another town center to come up as the War Elephant's charging through, but it looks like British Zeus going to be holding here, no problems. The big thing here is the favor situation for British Zeus, not very good given like it's a tiny map. However, he's going to get a lot of favor from this wonder, and he's going to be able to just literally kill everyone with Drought plus Great Flood. Drought plus Great Flood here for British Zeus could be enough. There's a settlement for Moose. Going to be going down. We do have a couple of Qinglong to come through here. Charging in over here. We do have the another cheeky little Inferno, as it looks like Wolf Kovacs is breaking through, but the wonder is going to complete. But I was like, okay, Titan, okay. But a wonder? Are you kidding me? He drops the drought down, and here comes the first of... No, he doesn't have the favor for it. He doesn't have the favor for it. He's going to have the time for it, though. That favor is coming in quick. And we do have a little cheeky meteor as the Great Flood going to carry these units away. I don't know if it's going to be able to kill off any buildings here, but still huge damage to come through, and there's just going to be more of these to come in over and over again. And also, one thing here is that Peach Blossom Spring can drop that down and start getting himself some actual extra resources to keep himself alive in this game. Actually, we better get ourselves. Actually, we'll do it over here. Get ourselves a quick little photo mode. Just a quick one. Oh god, everything's different here. I'm just gonna do it how I know. I don't know how to learn. Hello, hello. I can do this. Nothing's working. All right, I guess we're going with this, and we're gonna go with Niflheim, and that's fine. I don't mind. Smack. For some reason, I can't move. I don't know why. Anyways, the game continues on. As more tsunamis, I'm sure, will be coming through. But it looks like Moose is holding for the time being. But also, the other option, instead of spamming God Powers, is just to get out a whole bunch of Qinglongs. And we do indeed see the Peach Blossom Spring. Look at this. It starts with 100 resources. It's going to be a long time for that to really get any sort of value in this game. As Moose's army still looking like it's managing to hold on here. As Wolf Kovacs slowly breaking in to Darth Knox's defenses here. We're going to see one palace falling. The building's going to be going down as well. Berserk's charging in. These are super powered Berserks with Bragi, with Vidar, and with Aegir. No, not Aegir. And with Ulla. And he's got Ulla as well. There's another great flood to come, pulling the units back. Moose has got 2,300 gold and a dream. Has he started a market? Does he have one? I don't see the market. He can sell all of his wood for gold, I guess, but he just needs to lose no units anymore. Resources over here, decent. Moose with next to nothing. Wolf Kovacs has got a little bit. A huge amount of resources in the bank. For Darth Knox. Darth Knox just has to survive here. He's got the resources. He's got the survivability. There's a huge amount of Quail Food just coming into the center of the map. Sacrificing themselves. Ready to build more of these Baolays. But into the main base. Darth Knox goes. Wolf Kovacs has brought himself back. He goes, hang on, we got to kill off the guy with the wonder, right? This guy's going to be impossible to kill. If Moose dies, we die. But then again, Darth Knox says, I need space, so he's going to push through here as well. This game is absolutely wild. There's no way to get resources, no. We play Tiny without infinite resources for this exact reason, as now Moose has got no resources left. He's putting up a temple. You see a Migdol stronghold in the main base. He's got a market so he can sell. He has sold, but he can only really sell wood and food, and then he's going to be out completely. As Moose now pushing over to this side, as we've got Wolf Kovacs looking for something to kill on this side over here. Plenty of Ult Opiate. Yeah, you could go for Plenty of Ult if you want to go for the long game. Everything's got value. Gaia Forest to get dropped down. Chop down some wood. Guy's at least got some extra resources for the late game here in the Tiny. Who'd have thought if I said Tiny FFA would be at the 28-minute mark? That's what happens. And Darth Knox is just sitting back, waiting, watching, saying, go for it, British Zeus. British Zeus has still got 1,100 gold left in the bank. But that's not that much. Another settlement here for British Zeus. He's got so many units. So much population, excuse me. Now Wolf Kovacs is saying, all right, time to come back up here and kill off Darth Knox. The flaming weapons to get dropped down. Lots and lots of stuff. We've got another great flood to come through and clean up a whole bunch of Moose units. Plus the drought to get dropped down, but it looks like he's still okay here. Moose has lost his town center over here as the units are coming around on the left-hand corner. There's Darth Knox. I mean, it looks like he's holding here with his army. Darth Knox, he's got... No, he's not holding here at all. Wolf Kovacs is breaking through. Is he? He looks like he's running out of steam. He's only got 7,500 gold left in him. The Ark is trying to hold here, but the Berserk spammage seems to be too much here. For Darth Knox, he's going to be losing all of his military. This is actually very true. There's one god power here that British Zeus hasn't decided to try yet. He's got Vanish. Sneak through here, kill this off. Moose is out. Not that he needs to do anything tricky here, but he could. As the Wolf Kovacs Inferno comes through and does a tiny bit of damage to the Citadel Center. Still going to be very much alive, but there's just nothing left here for Darth Knox. Oh, but the Implode. This is going to buy himself some time here. This is going to kill off all of Wolf Kovacs' units. Wolf Kovacs has only got 5,000 gold in the bank. I'm not sure he can really afford to be sacrificing all of this here as another Great Flood to come through to try and break through this Moose base. But Moose has got nothing left. He's got no gold in the bank. He's got 94 population. He's not been able to survive it. We see the Vanish. Whoop. Vanish and half the units are still alive, though. Meteor gets dropped down. He is trying to sneak through. Okay, maybe we've got British Zeus on the stream listening to sort of strategic ideas. I don't know. Hope the King going to dive into the Migdal stronghold, though. He wants to keep himself alive. He's already out of here. Great reaction there from Moose. How do the resources work? Well, you start with 100,000 of each resource. That's how it works. And there's no more resources to gather on the map. Because all the buildings here can get taken out incredibly fast by those fire archers. We do have... British Zeus is building a trade route. Are you kidding me? He is unironically building a trade route. He's still got his Peach Blossom Spring. Another Great Flood to break through as the town center falls. The Migdal stronghold's falling as well. The Qinglong's absolutely gigantic here. As the King for Moose getting sent saltily into the clutches of Darth Knox. And Moose... Oh, he's dodging. And Moose is now out of here. And then there were 3. But one player's got a ton of resources. I can very well see Darth Knox pulling this one back. There's nothing left here for Wolf Kovacs. Darth Knox, the problem for Darth Knox is just population. Population is the problem. He needs more stuff. Those Qinglongs will simply put, erase this army with that special ability, but a misclick there from British Zeus. The trade route is absolutely stonking at 90 gold a trip. 90 gold a trip as the Great Flood coming through yet again, cleaning up all of the houses, all of the buildings here. British Zeus put the effort into a wonder, and he is getting paid in dividends here. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. As the King sitting in here, waiting, watching a Titan Gate and a dream, it looks like. But Darth Knox, if he can somehow pull this back, it would be an absolute miracle of epic proportions. Even those 44 hero Arcus against this many Qinglong is going to be a difficult one to take out. But never mind, the Qinglong, they've met their maker. Qinglong, very, very weak. Manages to take them all out here. But now the Tiger Cavalry coming through. Does British Zeus have what it takes here? He comes in. He Great Floods. He's cleaning everything else up. Wolf Kovacs still alive on this side. As Darth Knox retreats back, he needs some more buildings and stuff, but he just can't get them down. Trying to rebuild after the Great Flood. Very, very tough. As Darth Knox calls it there, he says, GG, well played. And it looks like British Zeus manages to book himself a ticket. The boys' backyard bash. The main event. It's British Zeus. One more position up here. Wolf Kovacs. Not much hope left here for him, as the entirety of the map belongs to to British Zeus, not JC. British Zeus. The Great Flood coming in. The Drought gets dropped down. The town center gets taken out. The king gets carried off into oblivion, and he will be falling. And our victor, after 35 minutes of grueling, tiny action, is British Zeus. Big congratulations. Gets the Titan, gets the wonder, gets the dub. What a game here. Moose had it. He was a big player. And then everyone collapsed in onto him, and he just couldn't convert that position. Rome must fall, as they say. And then unfortunately he runs out of gold and he just can't keep kicking. And that is enough for British Zeus to find the dub. British Zeus also getting himself that trade route as well, allowing him to keep going all the way to the end here. Well, a bit of a surprise for the free-for-all here for qualifier number 4, I believe. Was this 5? I don't know. Losing track. We'll be back to normal next week. This is a special one, but congratulations to British Zeus. We'll see you on the main event. GG's. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit subscribe, hit follow, do all the good stuff. We'll see you in the next one.